Hi all, welcome to the rest of the world trading tips video, focusing on all of the rest of the world cards currently up to that were posted up last night through the SBC. So if you can smash the links below, some sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter @GSLegend. All the links are down below for posting the channel and social media links as always. This was something I meant to have kept doing every week, but I kind of completely slipped up. I meant to do it last week, made a muck up. But all of the team of the season cards, because there's plenty of them to kind of work with, folks, in terms of just sniping away and trying to see what ones you can get on bid. In terms of what I'm seeing at the moment, the older ones that came out, like Izquierdo, Sells, Rossi, this Al Harvey for example, 70k, and the next one's 99. I honestly don't know if that's just a fluke or anything like that. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. If it sells fairly quickly, then fair enough, but I'm not exactly too fussed, because 70 to 99k, that potentially is good profit. Like, I would sell them on like 90k or something. I'd give folk enough room to make a bit of profit. Matos, he's been commonly talked about as one card for people to go for. He's been like 60-65k. Not many of like Jensen anymore. Villanuva's kind of surprisingly has not went up as dramatically as I thought. He was part of the first batch with the Saudi folk, and he has honestly not risen as much as I genuinely thought he would, because I thought he would probably go up a fair bit more just due to nationality especially. But what I'm finding just now is, looking at the rest of the world, the common cards that folk will generally use is like a Tief for like SBCs. Leonardo's quite common as well, I'm noticing, especially for the Neymar aspect of the Player of the Year. People will put him in that. Same for Bobo actually. So like the front three I've noticed quite commonly at times is Leonardo, Bobo and a Tief. And I'm like, okay, whatever floats your boat, folks. But that has commonly been a front three. Martinez saying that as well has commonly popped up in there. He hasn't went up dramatically in value either. But in terms of the rest of the world cards, you're generally paying, at the moment, 55k is kind of the most you want to be paying. I'm seeing a fair few under 60k, and any that are like that 50-60k, you just kind of want to keep an eye on and say, right, can they hit 55k? Can they go back to 50? Can they even go back down to 50k? Personally speaking, I think there is a slight room for them to go back down to near 50k. It's going to take a bit of work, but we've noticed so far every week they always seem to have their low point of, like, the first batch was like 40k, like 35-40k, then like the second week it kind of went 40-45, the following week it's like went 50-55. So in theory folk would then say, oh, it must be going to go like between like 55-60k, but looking at it could almost go the kind of the low end of it now is that 50-55k mark. Like last night I spent about an hour just kind of watching and sniping the current batch, as it were. I just put up a few filters up. The filters I was using was PSV special, Swiss League and special, but mostly focused on the defenders because it allowed me to snipe Gelme, Lang and Mbabu. What I was noticing was Gelme was getting popped up a couple of times cheap, but with Mbabu there was quite a few going under 55k. There was one I missed at 51,500. I was kind of gutted. It was like I was just too slow. That was just all it was. It was like it was up on the hour, and I wasn't quick enough. The person I got it for 51.5, it was up in about 10 seconds, and it was up at about 59k, and it took about 10 minutes to sell. But and then also you can look at Striker, Special and Liga MX. But in general, with a lot of these ones, like not just all of them, like the Saudi, you can focus Saudi Special. The Austrian League, you can go Special and just set it to Striker, because you'll just get De Boer. Or you could try and hope for Nazmuller, because he's obviously not at Rapid Vienna, Admira Wacker. But honestly, you can, and like, there's so many of these rest of the world filters you can just kind of work with, and if you're willing to just say special, say 60k or 55, whatever it may be, honestly you'd be surprised. Like Brazilian, I know a lot of folk have looked at Bobo, they've looked at Matos, but obviously the biggest problem is from a Brazilian filter special wise is you have way too many special cards that are Brazilian across the leagues. that you're going to end up with like team of the group stage cards, you're going to end up with informs, you're going to end up with man of the matches, you're going to end up with everything. It's going to be, and it's difficult. And then you can also go Peru special, you get Rui Diaz and Farfan. Obviously Farfan has his right mid as well, if I remember right, in form. But you can, PSV kind of works the same as the Wolves one, but not quite as good, because you've got informed De Jong, you've got informed Arias, the two informed Ariases and two informed Lozanos. So you're kind of just working on hoping that the special cards can pop up cheap. Lozano's 200k, and I honestly think he'll drop down to like 170, 180, maybe even 150. Honestly, he's one of these cards that there's so many of them on the market. There's like tons of pages. Like folks think, oh, there'll not be that many, but there's tons. There's genuinely tons of pages of them. De Jong's another that's in that under 60k bracket. Farfan for me, like back in the day, folk that loved the Russian league teams, they would have loved this card. Like this would not be going for 60k, like sub 60k, 58, 59k. This would probably be going near double, because it's got pretty nice stats. Yes, he's kind of hard to link with, but if you put Manuel Fernandes with him, I would then say you have got a pretty lethal linkage that you can work with. But hopefully find this useful, folks. Let me know in the comments down below if you've been getting any snipes at all from the rest of the world cards, or if you've been doing the rest of the world SBC. Who did you get? Did you get any profit or any deals into the bargain? So smash the likes as always, sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at GZLegend. Remember to hit that notification bell as always, and I'll catch you all later for more content on the channel.